Oh, sorry guys, I got a text message from a friend of mine. Alright. Sorry about that. As you can see, when you get a notification, it can be quite difficult to just ignore it. And more people are not ignoring their messages. And sadly, it's while they're driving. What if I told you that drinking while driving is less dangerous than texting while driving? Doesn't seem believable, but sadly, it's true. More and more people are driving and texting. It's a big distraction. Why would you do it? Sadly, I personally have lost a friend from texting and driving. She wasn't the one who was texting and driving, but the person who was behind her was. And not paying attention, they hit her right from the back. And sadly, I lost the best friend, and that day, they lost what? Nothing. At the end of the day, is texting and driving that serious? No, it's not, and I'm here to tell you why it's not. This new information of texting and driving is very new, but it's very calming. Most people don't know that it's very distracting. Just for you to just read that message, it may not seem like a big deal, but it's becoming more and more of a big deal. More and more accidents have increased because of texting and driving, and that's something that we have only seen since 2008. And the reason why texting should be banned overall is because of deaths and the risk of your safety as well as others. For instance, Benicantani had an article, and in his article he talked about the distraction of not being able to use your senses when you are texting. You're not able to see, you sometimes are not even able to focus on what's going on around you. So let's say that an accident is happening right next to you and you need to stop because there's a sign saying stop. You don't notice that sign because you have looked at your phone. You're taking the time out, risking other lives just for that message. And what people don't understand is that really important. 11 teens every day as a result of this die. As well, 1 out of 4 car accidents in the United States as of right now are due to texting and driving. That right there should be an automatic sign that this is something that needs to be stopped. And sadly, more of our American teenagers know the risk of texting and driving, and 35% of them still do, according to the AAA polls. As well, we see that there's a correlation with young drivers and more deaths of texting and driving. So therefore, states are beginning to ban texting. There's 24 states right now, according to Ferdinand's Impact of Texting on Fatalities report. It stated that 24 states have banned overall texting for all ages, and seven states have only prohibited teenagers between the ages of 18 and 21. Though that has made significant difference and the marginal reductions have decreased for those, I think that texting or driving should be used in all states. It shouldn't just be limited to some states because everyone does it or everyone have done it before. So therefore it shouldn't be only limited to that amount. And it's worth fighting for those laws to come into act for your safety and as well as the people around you. As of right now, the only solution that I personally use and that many other people use is turning off your phone. It's easy to turn off your phone. You don't get any notifications. You don't know if anyone touched you. You don't see anything until you're out the car and you turn back on your phone. And another thing that works for people who have a big habit of keeping their phone on you, put it in your trunk or even put it in the back seat, somewhere where you cannot reach it. No one can get to it for you. So you just, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. the one thing I would like to leave you guys with is a scenario. Let's say that you're in a really good conversation. You and your best friend are talking really good gossip, and she's telling you a story, and you're just so eager, but you realize that you need to hurry up and go to work. So you're rushing, you're grabbing your stuff, you're getting your book bag, you're going to school or wherever you're going, and while you're driving, you get a bing, and you see there's your friend, and you're like, oh, she just finished the story, and I have to see this message. So while you're reading that message, you drift off into the other lane and you hit a car. Now, how do you explain that to the cops? How do you explain that to the people that could be injured if you're not injured? How do you explain that all this happened because you didn't want to wait by viewing the message? All this could have been avoided if maybe you would have turned off the phone, or maybe throw it in the back seat so you don't have to see it or hear it. These are things that you should really consider the next time you get in the car. And as well, these are things that you should consider telling other people, especially people that you personally know that have a problem with this. This is something that you can petition to become a law. There's so many things that you can do to prevent the many deaths that are occurring from texting and driving, so that not only are you safe, but the people around you are safe. Because at the end of the day, if you could save a life, wouldn't you? Thank you for taking the time and listening to my speech, and I hope that when you